Welcome back to another part of this F1 Manager 24 Create a Team Career Mode. The year is 2033, and we are trying to secure our third World Championship for aarava Archer GP. It's our final season on this specific save, and this is coming after, well, we were already planning to end it, but after the recent news about the amazing new update for F1 Manager with the season customization, I also know that there are things cooking already for a 2025 mod anyway for this game before even that update came on. So even though I've been really still enjoying playing this save with aarava Archer GP, it feels like the time is right, that we're coming to the end of this save and we kind of reset and kind of explore a whole new territory, a whole new story, a whole new universe inside of F1 Manager. But in today's episode, we are managing the Miami Grand Prix. I'm not going to lie, guys, I forgot that we put Miami so late onto the season. When I booted it up just before I hit record, I was like, what? Miami? But yeah, fun to have Miami so late in the year. Obviously, in real life, probably not really ideal, but I think in the game, quite fun to have Miami late on. We're going to manage Abu Dhabi, and then we're going to leave ourselves with a bit of jeopardy and simulate the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to set ourselves up for the finale episode, which we've been loving to do, a double race episode of managing both Suzuka and Sao Paulo. But I'm quite excited for this Miami Grand Prix race. But in terms of the R&D shot, things are very, very close. It doesn't really tell the story of the episode we had last time, or the season, I guess, with the way it's been going, because it's very close between ourselves, Williams and Andretti. Ferrari dropping off a little bit, Aston Martin plateauing, and they really couldn't keep up with development, and I suppose that is telling a bit of a story in terms of Aston dropping off. But Ferrari, actually, I wouldn't peg them as dropping in performance, because they've still been kind of, you know, there or thereabouts in the recent races. But yeah, standing wise, obviously after last episode where Behrman really came back into his own and looked so comfortable, we looked comfortable in the races we were managing. You know, we're leading the Constructors' Championship by 20 points. That's still up for play. You know, 3 races, that things could change. In 3 races' time, Aston could very much catch us, but I feel like we have one hand kind of, you know, like on their forehead, pushing them away, and kind of like we're okay. And really, Aston need to worry about Williams and Andretti taking points off them, because as you saw in the R&D chart, they are very good. Drivers' Championship-wise, it's a different story. I fully back Ollie Behrman to get his second Drivers' World Championship, and how kind of, you know, fitting and kind of, you know, he's earned it in a way of this might be back-to-back Drivers' World Championships. But it took till bloody 2032 in game for us to win him his first championship, and then once we get that first one, he can win a second one. So you know, the floodgates have maybe opened. He is, you know, the highest rated driver in the game, 96 rated. It's gonna be a little bit sad, you know, resetting this entire save. You know, we've got Piastri up to 94, O'Ward 91, Browning grew to 91, Abby Pulling, we got her to 90 as our affiliate driver, Antonelli 95, Colapinto 95, both in the Ferrari. You know, it's going to be a very different world when we reset this save, but that's why we have to cherish this episode and the next one. Oh, light rain in the race. That could be interesting. I feel like Miami's really tricky in the wet. It's not like a normal race like Hungary last episode where I'd be confident that we can do well. Miami has been tricky to manage in the wet, but that's definitely gonna be a spanner in the works. Right, we're cutting into Q3 then, the top 10 shootout. It's usual suspects, obviously Behrman pulling thankfully through, Porsche in the lone Red Bull, both Astons, both Ferraris, and both Williams, and just one Andretti, Leclerc leading the line. For them, let's go out early, because there's no rain or anything like that in qualifying, thankfully. So it is going to be a pretty bog standard session where we can just get out there. First bank lap, I feel. And then the second one probably being the quicker one as the track grip goes up at the end of the session. But yeah, after last episode and how much this man performed, I feel quite relaxed. Probably the most relaxed I've felt in a while on F1 Manager, especially in this season at least, for sure, because we really did a number last episode at really taking back the narrative of the season, and now it's just a case of bringing it home. We've just got to simply bring it home, not make any massive errors, and obviously hope that these guys, you know, away from my actual direct control, don't make any errors and nothing silly happens. Because I think at that point we can just, you know, see out this season and see out the entire series of this save in the best possible way, I think, is getting that third Constructors' Championship and winning a Drivers' Championship with one of our original drivers that was there from Season 1. It seems like a lifetime ago since we were at Season 1. Let me know in the comments below. Have you been watching since literally we started the series? And if you have, I want to know what you've made of it. Because, you know, for me, it's been a really awesome journey to see these drivers grow this much in the game and have this kind of, you know, massive story basically of 10 seasons all in one kind of playlist, let's say, of the episodes. All right, Behrman with a 126.1. Colapinto a little bit quicker there, so Ferrari showing a bit of good pace. Andretti even better, though. Of course, Andretti, one of the teams that are flirting with right at the top of the R&D chart. Williams should be strong. Teo Porcher's coming out of nowhere. I mean, we saw Red Bull were probably as close as they ever have been to the likes of Aston and Ferrari in the R&D chart. And we know how OP Porcher can be on this game. So you give him a sniff of a car that's just a little bit good, and he's delivered, always delivering. Right, we've got Behrman in a good bit of space, Pulling as well. Pulling's got acres of room, and Behrman as well with Antonelli ahead. So let's see how they do. Oh no, I've just realized I just spoke about not making an error. I've made an error. I've made an error. Why haven't I... Why didn't I check? I didn't check the power unit for Pulling. I think Behrman's fine, is he? He's okay. I mean, we are getting to the end of the season, but... Oh, no. Oh, dear. I think Pulling, we're going to have to take a penalty with her. And that comes off the back of, I think she crashed out at the Singapore Grand Prix. So that's really not great for her having to take a penalty immediately. But at the same time, low-key maybe makes a little bit of sense. I don't know. But, oh, no. Okay, that's an error from me. That's an unforced error from me. And Behrman, though, is making up for the error I've just made with Abby Pulling. As, oh, it's not quite pole position. It's Piastri on pole, showing that Aston and Oscar Piastri will not be going out without a fight in this championship. He pulls this out of nowhere because O'Ward's P9, and we saw Aston on paper aren't quicker than us and shouldn't be quicker than other teams, but Piastri delivers. He's a two-time champion in this game. Ollie Behrman's hoping to become one by the end of the season, but this is showing Oscar's pedigree here, but Pulling... I'm going to have to take penalties for that, unfortunately. It's light rain, so that might help us out. Yeah, I'm going to have to break par ferme. Oh, for goodness sake. We had amazingly... Yeah, break par ferme. Pit lane start, then. Pit lane start. We haven't had a pit lane start for... absolutely ages. This is. May as well change everything. So it's going to be a pit lane start for Abby Pulling. I think we have to go aggressive with the soft compound attire. Then we go to Inters in the middle there. And then maybe another set of softs, honestly. I think go Inters there. Very so-so. We can go max attack on this. And then pitting probably... It's going to take ages to dry up, isn't it? So probably pitting around there and pushing flat out. I think that's going to be a strategy. Lap 51 and 12. I think it's going to be kind of around the sweet spot. Let's go for 13 and 50 for Behrman. And we can go even more flat out. I think we... You know what? I think we just go softs. I think we go softs for him as well at the start. Why not? Why not go softs at the end as well? Like, you know... knowing the Inters are coming, I think there's no need to even try and tire save. Let's just go on softs. Right, unintentionally, we've made things very interesting here now with a pit lane start for the first time in a long while. Absolute donut move from me not to check the car parts before we actually got into qualifying, but it is what it is. I know how good Pulling can be. She's recovered well before in races, so I think we can still get some good points here. And Behrman being second, I think hopefully we'll still be getting a good performance at the sharp end.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Well, they certainly appear calm and composed heading into this race.
A second place start for them today. They'll be aiming for a podium, but could they even sneak the win?
Right, let's get to it then. And this is it, the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Lights out and away we go. Oh my God. The immediate cut to the pit lane. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. Obviously, Pulling's car one technically, so it defaults to car one. But the cutaway to her in the pit lane. Oh, it's quite sad, isn't it? It's quite sad. She's just there in the pit lane. What can you do, sort of thing. It is a little bit, we've got work to do here today. We know it. But for Behrman in P2, let's see what he can do as we do get off on the way. Behrman's going to have a good start. It's second place. Piastri still leads, though. Let's look at Pulling. We wait, and she is underway from the pit lane start with a brand new engine, though. So, pronto. Absolute pronto, Abby. Push. Meanwhile, Behrman's second place. He's got Porsche for company. Is that going to be a bother to us, that Red Bull? Doesn't look like it. I think we've got the pace in straight line to try and chase after Oscar Piastri, basically. And Behrman might go for a move here, you know. I think he might go for a move on the back straight immediately. Going to bring this down to neutral in preparation for the next lap and go balanced. Yellow flags behind. Gabriel Mini caught up in it in the Mercedes. And Pulling is right there. Pulling is already not last place. Behrman into P1. Pulling not even... she might be into P20. And it's not even the end of lap 1. Amazing stuff. Actually, really good pace, to be fair. A pit lane start isn't that bad, you know. It's not that bad. Like, we're already with the pack. Like, I know we've got to make our way through now, but all things considered, that's not horrendous. Like, we just got to head down now and see what we can do. Piastri's re-overtaken us. Behrman down to second, but lap 3 and Pulling's progress has stalled a little bit. We're still P20, but saying that, we are now passing the Porsche there. And we haven't seen too much of the Porsche, to be fair, this season. All in purple, quite lovely. The onboard's actually beautiful, isn't it? As Pulling gets the move. Gets into P19. I think just keep attack. I've got Behrman on just aggressive, just to try and maintain the tyre temp somewhat. He's swapping positions left and right, it would seem, with Oscar Piastri as he dives down the inside. It's a bit of an awkward angle to see the replay, but there goes Piastri coming through in shot behind us. And so I think the weather is still accurate. Lap 11 is that? Lap 11. Okay, lap 11. I think we should be fine to just almost just sit back and let them do their thing. Because it's a stint where we're not having to manage. I think just let them push, do their thing. And I'm going to keep an eye on Pulling, actually. I think Behrman, we can leave him to his own devices. Let's keep an eye on Pulling and see her progress as we get through the McLaren now. Ooh, God. A little bit of deploy needed, maybe. A bit of micromanagement to get ahead of Jack Crawford in one McLaren and then catching up to the other McLaren of Albon in P17. Maybe even Ugo in the Audi. Here we go. The double pass. Maybe nearly no. Pulling can't quite get the double pass, but she does get the overtake on her former teammate, Ugo, in the Audi. Really slumping. And now she's on the back of Albon. Okay, look at that. Oh, my Lord. Look at that space Pulling's got now on the minimap. Once she fully gets past Albon, there's 4 seconds to do it. So she can really stretch her legs. Meanwhile, you can see Behrman. Oh, Behrman's second and Porsche is the one in first. What did I tell you? You give this guy a sniff of something in this game, and he's just unreal as Antonelli now is attacking the Aston. So the Aston maybe not there in race pace terms, and Antonelli might be giving Piastri the boot from the top 3 as the track is getting darker. The rain is on the way. And Pulling's in clean air now. Good.
Rain is coming in 8 minutes.
Okay, rain in 8 minutes. So that's about, yeah, like 5 laps time. Oh, development. Leclerc's ahead. How's that happened? Leclerc literally has come out of nowhere. Where was he? He's into first now. Charles Leclerc. Doing amazing, the Andretti. Where has this come from for Lord Percival? Oh, my days. Is Behrman maybe... Ooh, Big dive down the inside of Teo Porcher. Love that. Love that from him. Let's go some deploy. We've got no battery for pulling.
Is available.
And now Doing... Well, Doing is getting overtaken as we run out of battery. Not bad. Okay, range starting according to pulling. Okay, that's cool. We can probably go on for 1 lap longer. I think we try and bring in pulling early to try and capitalize on the rain. I think that will be the play. But right now, water's still pretty low. Behrman's in P1. Colapinto's second now. This race is really changing. The rain is falling, but it's not really settling yet. We're nowhere near Inters yet. Has anyone tried to go on Inters? No. Okay. Oh, yellows. Colapinto has overtaken Behrman. Franco Colapinto into the lead of this race then for Ferrari. So this race top pack has been kind of mad. Look at that. They're all battling, but they're all kind of swapping. So volatile. There's so much volatility in this top end. Maybe because it's getting a bit damp, so the grip levels are changing. But I'm just itching to pull the trigger at some point on this intermediate pit stop. I feel like now might be the time. No. Okay, one more lap. This is when we plan to make the pit stop with pulling. But I don't think it's wet enough yet. Yellow flags. Browning's crashed. Where's he crashed? Turn 13. Is this because of the rain or is it because of the Red Bull? It might be because of the Red Bull. Let's see. Oh, no. Luke Browning just grazes the wall. All on his own. All on his own. What do we do with pulling? Okay, she's in Sector 3 now. Okay, I think... what do I do? Oh, I'm stuck. Behrman, we can't come in because he's leading. He's just past the pit lane. 0.51. That's not really enough for Inters, is it? One more lap. One more lap. Give it everything you got, Abby. One more lap. Her softs are really wearing. I'm going to come in. Oh, loads of people are coming in for Inters, is it? I'm coming in for Inters with pulling. But with Behrman, I think we just push. I think he's got tyre wear still and pace. Probably. Right, pulling's in. 2.3 pit stop. Good. Behrman continues. Behrman continues. It's still pretty dry, I think. It's still pretty dry. Behrman continues. What's his last lap going to be? 1:37.5. Okay, a bit slow now. Right, Behrman's going to pit this lap. I think he's done pretty well on that set of tyres, to be fair. And now it's getting to 1 millimetre of water. He's not made any mistakes. He's been in clean air as well, so I'm hoping that will be an advantage. It's a 2.5 pit stop. Could have been quicker. Where's Colapinto? Okay, Colapinto may overtake us. And Piastri. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've kept ahead. What did I say? Wasn't wet enough yet. And now we've come out on fresher Inters. Lovely. Lovely. Let's go full attack. Track's changed to dry again. The tyres overheating. Tyres overheating, trying to keep them in check. Pulling, making good progress. Catching, but we need to protect the tyre temps. Okay, good move by pulling. On Novak. Behrman's been overtaken again, but I'm trying to bring these tyre temps down because, yeah, it's very Inters, but semi-dry Inters. Like, the track is actually dry technically right now. There's a crash in the middle of this intermediate period. It's going to be Lawson in the Alfa Romeo. Haas this is versus the Audi. A little bit of a clipping. The sit rep is of this race, by the way. Colapinto leads from Leclerc. 3 seconds back is Behrman, but we're protecting these tyres significantly because it's been a very odd race where it's been less than 1 millimetre of water, so the tyres have been overheating. So I think the key is to keep them in a working range, but that's worked for Behrman decently enough. For pulling, it's meant that Novak stuck with her, and we're not really making too much of an inroad on Norris, but I think we slowly now will start to do that. And then here we go. Here is the payment of the dividends of eking out the tyres for Ollie Behrman. We get back into P1 because we've kept the tyre in the working range very nicely. Pulling has now got away from Novak and is on the way to catching Norris, which will be 1 point at least. So that's where we've got to start somewhere for the points charge. All right, here we go. Pulling, going for P10. The first points of this race, maybe. Can we get it done at the end of this straight? Bit of deploy, let's go. Come on, get this move done on the Red Bull Ford. and then hopefully push away, and then we can start chasing down O'Ward. But O'Ward is another 5 seconds down the road. There are some big gaps here. It's going to be tough. I can't see Pulling going any further than maybe P7 today. That's still going to be pretty good. From a pit lane start, P7 would be pretty damn good, I think. Right, get Lando. There we go. The sun's out, as we might be getting towards dries very soon. Right, rain's clear. We're going to be drying out very soon. I think, honestly, it's worth pitting Pulling now. 1.13. I reckon we can make some time up. Go mediums instead to push really flat out, or soft? Soft should be fine, right? I think soft's fine. All right, we're coming in. I'm making a bold call. Pulling's in now. The sun's out. 1.0. By the time we come out, it'll be dry. Good pit stop, 2.5. And there we go. Pretty much as she comes out, it will turn to dry. And we're on the right tyre. Go, 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 Pulling. Go, go, go. Right, pitting with Bearman. Some others join us. Antonelli doesn't. Antonelli continues on inters. So does Browning. Piastri's had a car issue, so he continues on. Bit of desperation there as a load of people come in. Bearman is coming out. Where is Gasly? He's inters. Porcher is inters. So Bearman is the lead car on the soft compound. And Pulling gets past O'Ward. Pulling has just made a 4-second undercut on O'Ward because of that earlier stop. Let's go. Right, Pulling getting caught up with a lapped car. Please get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We've got O'Ward for company. I think it'll be hard to kind of shake off O'Ward. And Gasly's 7 seconds down the road. So P9 actually may just be the maximum for Pulling today, unfortunately, as Bearman is 3.6 seconds ahead of Colapinto because we nailed it. We nailed it on the Inter stint, and we also nailed it on when coming in for our respective drivers. We've got nothing but O'Ward with Pulling. They just keep swapping, which is really hindering Pulling's progress to make any sort of inroad on Porcher. As there you go, O'Ward coming back through into P9. I think they were, I was going to say, I think they're former teammates from AAGP. I think there was a lineup where O'Ward and Pulling... Oh, no, to be fair, no, I don't think they actually ever have been teammates. I think it's the case of Pulling replaced O'Ward when he left, and then vice versa when O'Ward came back into the fold. 3 laps to go, and Bearman, well, he was leading by a massive margin, but Leclerc has come alive all of a sudden. He's been pushing like an absolute stabbed rat, and he's now within DRS range. What's happened here? Oh, he's on the medium. Oh, wow. Leclerc may have pulled a blinder. Maybe medium is the better way to go. Okay, interesting. 3 laps to go. Bearman, can you hold this, please? Oh, no, the tyre wear is quite high. Oh, no, Leclerc actually may have cooked us here. The medium right at the end of the race may be the better option, because I've had to be really cautious with Pulling because her tyres were really going off. And Bearman now is facing the same trouble, and Leclerc's going to overtake. We'll come back at him with DRS, surely, and we've got battery to use as well. Don't forget. Last lap, this is it. I'm going to manually manage him just to make sure we keep fuel. Oh, Bearman with a big dive down the inside. What a move, son. What a move. Into P1 on the back straight. Deploy, push. Oh, you know what? No. Bearman may have just played Leclerc massively there. Meanwhile, Pulling has actually fallen off with the tyre wear and may only just get P10 here. Let's top up through here. Bearman's just pushing hard. And then where's Pulling? Okay, deploy here. Bit of push. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's save it. Save it.
We need the recharge.
Pulling is going to save. Bearman's pushing, giving it everything. Pulling is conserving, ready for the last straight. But Bearman, I think we're good. Bearman is going to hold off Leclerc's onslaught and is just going to maintain first place for the race win in Miami. It seems like it's all coming up Bearman for his second World Championship as we try and get Abby Pulling maybe P9. Go on. From this far back, can she pull through? DRS open. Gaining. Not going to be enough, is it? Not going to be enough. I don't know. Maybe on the line? No. P10. P1 and P10. P10 from the pit lane's not bad. But P1 I mean, Ollie Behrman, highest rated driver in the game now. And it's showing. It's showing because I didn't even have to manage him that much, to be fair, in that race. Apart from maybe just at the end. It's a good haul of points, which again secures Behrman more of a cushion. Leclerc now gets into second in the championship. Interesting. So all of a sudden, Leclerc's actually one trying to chase. And you know what? Leclerc, with the pace he showed today and Andretti's pace, he's actually probably got a good chance of trying something at least and maybe catch Behrman. But in the constructors, because Aston had such a big margin ahead of everyone else with us, I don't think anyone's going to catch Aston either. So I think the constructors may be kind of set. And it's just a case of cruising to the end in that regard. And we're going to pretty immediately just get straight into action here for Q3 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The next round in this episode, pulling, starting a flying lap. Behrman already past sector 1. Obviously purple because no one else has had a time yet. But we're going through the motions of the first flying lap. There's a little bit of traffic here and there. Oh, Lord. Browning, for a second, I thought he wasn't going to get out of the way. 2 Williams featured in this Q3. Gasly is in. 2 Ferraris, 1 Andretti is per, 1 Red Bull, and both Aston Martins. And Behrman comes through with a 119.5. What will Abby Pulling do? It's a purple first sector for Pulling compared to Behrman's green. So let's see what she's got. Oh, Pulling a little bit quicker initially. Okay, interesting. Off the back of the kind of, mistaken howler we made with her in Miami with the engine parts, she's coming for smoke, it would seem, around Abu Dhabi. She's quicker than Leclerc and Browning. Behrman down to P4, so that's actually a really competitive time from Abby Pulling. Right, last laps here. Behrman's in good space. Pulling is as well, but she's just been overtaken by 1 slower car, but I think it'll be all right. Behrman, green first sector, yellow middle. Not the best second lap this is from Ollie Behrman. Crosses the line. No improvement. And neither is it for Pulling, maybe. Maybe the track just not, not getting quicker as the session goes on, maybe, because it's yellow. And Leclerc doesn't go quicker either. So right now, I actually fancy Pulling to get the pole position here. Let's see. Let's speed this through. Is anyone going to come through? No, they're not. Abby Pulling. Good bounce back. Good bounce back from her after, admittedly, my mistake at Miami. P1. Behrman P4. Leclerc P2. Watch that space. Leclerc outscoring Behrman. Little by little, he could try and do something. He does look very quick, and that's why it's good Pulling is there to try and stop Leclerc running away with the race, because he did show some great pace in Miami. But I'm hoping we will have some good race pace. I really enjoy managing Abu Dhabi. It's a fun one with the different ways you can play it with the tyre choices, maybe. And speaking of, I don't think we'll be doing a 1-stop. I think the 2-stop for us is more fun. I think it's also one that works well. If you commit early enough to it, that's it. That is.
It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Lights out and away we go from P1 and P4. And it is a good start for Pulling. Hard to tell from that camera angle sometimes with the angle. But no, she's through into P1. Behrman already up to P3. And he's going to be on the back of Leclerc. Let's see how it is at the end of lap 1. Behrman getting close, makes the pass. Oh, it's just coming naturally to them. All right, neutral, balanced. Let's go low aggression, guys. We're 1 and 2. Let's not do anything silly. Nothing silly. Oh, my Lord. What is going on with Behrman? Okay, I was gonna update you guys with, oh, it's going swimmingly, but no, I was fast forwarding through, and then all of a sudden I just see Behrman just go. Whoosh. What's happened, mate? What happened? Where's the pace? What's happened to your son? And Pulling's down to second. Browning's leading. Behrman lost 2 positions. Did he just get pushed wide or something? Oh wait, what is that corner cut? Sorry, the Andretti. That was crazy. No wonder he's lost 2 positions. Oh, Novak's crashed at turn 1. No safety car or anything like that, so it's fine. We're back into P1 with Pulling. She's overtaken Browning, but it's tough. These guys are looking more competitive around Abu Dhabi as we drive into golden hour into P1. But we got that Ferrari chasing Leclerc and Bet. What is going on with Ollie Behrman? I am sorry. No. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, we've got no fault. There's no damage. What? Why is he so slow? Like, what? Has he just given up? You can't go on holiday, mate. You've still got some racing to do. Okay, this is more like it. We're catching now. Looking at P5 nearly. Getting back on Leclerc. Then closing to Teo Porcher. Keep pushing, son. This is more like it, Ollie. Come on, get down the inside there. Lovely. Lovely. He just knows what I'm trying to do here. Getting back into the fight as pulling leads. Very odd. For a couple of laps there, Behrman just fell asleep. Oh, no. What's happened? Behrman's just told me he's okay. Oh, is it Porcher? What is he doing, man? What is going on? Oh, a bit of contact, bit of a drift, and a save from Behrman needed. But these guys are getting very aggressive around us, aren't they? It's going to be time to come in very soon anyway, so let's push and actually come in earlier maybe with Behrman, because he seems to be, one, asleep, and also two, getting bullied a little bit. Right, going to pit Behrman now onto hards. Let's go. Pulling continues for a little bit longer. Optimal pit stop now for pulling. Okay, cool. Cool. And pulling is going to come in from P1 for her hard tyre. The rest of them going quite long, apart from Porcher. Porcher's joined us. As, oh no, there's a pit stop issue for pulling. Slower pit stop. No, that's... Oh, guys, come on. What are we doing here? Slow left rear. Slow left rear. Right, pulling has genuinely looked like the quicker driver, because she was actually behind Behrman after that pit stop issue, but she's back ahead in P3, chasing down Leclerc and Colapinto, who are respectively on, very oddly, hards and softs for Leclerc. So I don't know what Andretti's strategy is. Clearly a two-stop then for Leclerc. Colapinto may be going to the end. We will be pitting again, we know. And pulling is in good position to make that strategy work. Behrman ideally needs to clear these two, and then he can get a move on. All right, Behrman's got Piastri, and now he'll get Teo Porcher. Probably not for good, because Porcher seemed very punchy today. Very aggressive, but pulling has just overtaken Colapinto for the race lead, this is. She really is in a class of her own in this race. I think the race win's hers. I think we have to try and get her the race win. She deserves it with the pace she's showing so far, but it's going to be a question of, do one of these guys pull off a one-stop? If they do, that could be the undoing of this pulling win. Right, Leclerc's tyres have fallen away. Lap 39, this entire second stint. Leclerc and Abby pulling been like this. They're just back and forth. But now his tyres have dropped off, and pulling can push harder on the hard compound. But our pit window is opening up for ourselves for that second soft tyre. Behrman's up to P4. Bit of a gap to Colapinto, though. But he's got away from Porcher, thankfully. So it's just about slowly catching Franco. But I don't know. Maybe the Ferrari goes to the end, so let's see. But Leclerc's in. No shock horror. I think now's the time to push a little bit harder with pulling just before the pit stop. Right, pit stop window is open. Pushing really hard with pulling now. And they're going to come in. Soft compound. Yeah, let's go for that one. I think it's a bit better. Right, coming in. Low fuel. Used a bit. We burned a bit of... Oh, no. I've missed the pit box. How? Oh, okay. We go again. My mistake, Abby. Sorry. We go again. Right, this time. Second time's the charm. Pulling's in. Behrman, time to attack. Save a bit of fuel whilst you're at it. Right, 15 laps to go. Behrman's in for the softs. Pulling is saving fuel, and she's actually got ahead of Leclerc, despite Leclerc having the undercut. So that's good, but we need to save this fuel now and then protect these tyres. What tyres Leclerc on? Is Leclerc on softs?
We need to protect the front tires.
No, he's on mediums. Okay, interesting. So once again, we are met with Leclerc on mediums at the end whilst we're on softs. Oh, no! No! It was going so well, and now something's gone wrong. Pulling v Leclerc, she gets ahead, but then is it a mistake of some kind or what? What happens? No, that was the overtake. Something's happened. Where's the replay? Something happened. She's got front wing damage. Where's the damn replay? Oh, major front wing. It's two. Oh, and the tyres are gone. No. This should have been the win. And you know what? We've not even got a replay. Dodgy work. I think Leclerc has hit her. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, this should have been a win for Abby Pulling. And we've got no front wing left. We've got no front wing left. We've got no tyres left. Oh, for goodness sake. Tyres are showing 35%, but... Oh, okay, yeah, no, there they are. Yeah, we have to make a pit stop. Right, fresh set of softs, I think. Otherwise, you will just fall away, I think. Yeah, we're going to fall away. Pit. No front wing change, but it's a new soft tyre at least. Oh, my God, safety car. Are you kidding me? A safety car came out just after we pit.
Charge.
Ah!
Stay positive.
Yeah, stay positive. Stay positive, Abby. Because I'm not. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, that's so upsetting. That should have been a win for Pulling. Absolutely should have been a win for Pulling. And now it's going to be difficult. Now I hope Behrman gets the win, just despite Leclerc here. But it should have been Pulling. She deserved it today, but... We didn't even see what happened, but there was clearly a crash with Leclerc. I've had her on medium aggression, by the way, so... I honestly think Leclerc's hit her and broken the front wing, but he's got away with it. A safety car's coming in. It's going to be a massive sprint to the end. Let's see. I think because Pulling's got such a soft compound there, she might be able to do something, even with the broken wing. I don't know. Actually, no, Antonelli's the same.
Keep focus, we get him.
We'll see. Let's go. 4 laps to the end. Behrman might get the Ferrari. Yeah, come on. This is the revenge. This is the revenge we need. Damn it. Can't quite get him. Okay, this time. Oh, no, that Ferrari's quick. Oh, no, that Ferrari's going to go into P1 instead. What's happening? 3 laps to go. Gasly's been overtaken because he's got an issue. And we've got Antonelli, so at least we're up to P8 there with Pulling.
Red flag.
What? Red flag for what? What's happened? Behrman just got Leclerc. Let's watch the overtake. Red flag with 2 laps to go. I'm sorry, what? What is going on in this race now? So Colapinto leads. Behrman just got Leclerc. And then what happened? Why is there a red flag? Why is there a red flag? What's happened? Crawford, no. Something... Oh, Doohan. Oh, Doohan. Doohan's got no front wing. He's crashed with a Red Bull, I think. He's crashed with not...
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race.
That's the end of the race then. I mean, yeah, it's a red flag with 2 laps to go, so... Leclerc's won it. Oh, what? Hang on a minute. Leclerc won. Colapinto was clearly in the lead, wasn't he? And we were second with Behrman. And Leclerc's ended up winning. Abu Dhabi in a late red flag. It's a match made in heaven. What is going on? This is very dodgy stuff from the FIA. Pulling's down to 9th, not 8th. And so Leclerc gains 10 points. A little bit fishy there. FIA, I must say. Andretti up to 3rd now in the Constructors. Okay. That was a very odd last half of that race. It really was. Last race, though, things are turning up, and there may be hope yet for an Abby Pulling win in today's episode. She's on pole for Saudi Arabia, 3rd for Behrman in the simulated race. Let's see. And it is not an Abby Pulling win. It's a Leclerc win. Back-to-back wins to end off this episode then. Behrman 2nd, though, Pulling down to 3rd. So it's a small marginal gain. 20 points the gap is into the final 2 races. That's a large sum to bridge. It's still possible, but I still feel confident about Behrman's chances here. And then in terms of the Constructors, I think we can definitely, probably even round it out and win it at Japan before going into Brazil. But that has been this second last episode of this season and the entire series of this particular save on F1 Manager 24. Guys, if you have enjoyed it, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.